Hi, and welcome to Comic Community Notes Judging the Book. It's New Comic Book Day. Here are my pickups and how I'm feeling about them based on the cover. Rage, we're raging. He's raging. Shield is raging. Somewhere there is a beheaded chicken and a spirit raging. That's what they do. He doesn't want to, but he's forced to. So, it's going to be raging. Book will be raging. Next, I Don't Care. It's I Don't Care, Carl, because I discovered that this is the same book I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, remember Free Comic Book Day when Dungeon Crawler Carl came out? And well, here it is again with a different cover. So I'm expecting meh, because that's what I thought of the first issue. I was actually hoping this would be a continuation of the story, but I guess we have to wait for that. Here we go. Badass. Badass. There's your Silver Fox, ladies. Ooh, he's badass. So we're going to have badassness in the Deathstroke 5 book. And Absolute Monkey and Absolute Flash. Last book had a monkey. It was great. So, you gotta expect it's gonna happen again. Lightning will strike twice. Okay, lightning struck on issue 1. Lightning did not strike on issue 2. I'm hoping we're back in with 3 with such a badass cover. And, yeah, there was all these great variants, but the cover A sold me with the dollar. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This also had great covers. So it was hard to choose, but I reached back and found there was just one of this one left, so I decided to grab this one. And who is this? Fan Tuan Dat. Turning out the covers. Turn that cover out. And cover A. Mayhem and Mischief. Mayhem and Mischief. That's what we're going to get in this book. Here we go. I haven't really read a lot of Dark Horse titles, and so I thought it was neat that I came home with a Dark Horse title, Grendel. If you know, you know. And when I was a teenager, I somehow got a hold of a Grendel book, and then I don't know if it was Grendel versus Batman versus Grendel, but yeah, I started picking up these kind of compendiums. They didn't call them reprints or momnibus, I don't think yet, but they were like kind of thicker graphic novels. And so, yeah, to judge this book, it's Grendel. I don't remember a whole lot about the character, to be honest with you. I remember I liked reading it, and so we'll see what they do here. We've got a 1 of 4. Devil's Crucible Sedition, and I don't really know anything about it. So, mystery. We're going to have mystery in this one. Boom. Boom, what a badass cover. No, just kidding. So, I heard there was going to be special covers for 40 Years of Pixar. There's going to be an Inside Out cover, and I already knew I was going to be grabbing issue 2, so I grabbed this. I don't like this cover, actually, and it was more of a I don't know if you really want to say spec. I grabbed some of the Disney ones that they did not too long ago, and I do think it's cool to sometimes see something that's completely absurd and has nothing to do just about. I'm sure this is some kind of a It's got to be some kind of an homage to a cover that I don't get. I'm not recalling, or I don't realize. But yeah, luckily there won't be any of that on the inside of this book. And so, mystery. This book will be judged as a mystery. Something's gonna get smashed. This was a variant. I didn't go with the cover A because it kind of looked like all the other cover A's that have been coming out. And I was like, well, I got enough that kind of look like that. Let's get one that's a little bit different. This looks very similar. I don't know who did this cover or not. But I do enjoy their variants. I think they should do the same thing. DC is put the cover A underneath the variant. But anyways, we got one more. Nice. You know, we crossed the 4th of July weekend, 250th for America, and I didn't pick up anything that was patriotic or American themed at all. And there's not going to be anything like that in this book. It's just cover. And what do you know? There's a monster on the cover of Mark Spears Monsters, so there's going to be monsters inside. That's what I would judge this book by its cover. Let's see. Do I still have the... There it is! I also partially picked up this one because of the background covers looking so similar to the Comics Curing Cancer number 10 Mark Spears limited to 500 cover. And they sold out of these, but they have other offerings, so go to comicscuringcancer.org and you can help support the fight against cancer. All proceeds to benefit the American Cancer Society. So anyways, 10, now 11. I think they go great next to each other. And maybe that's the cover of the week. So, these books have been judged. I hope you come back. As always, like, subscribe, and share. I have another segment where I will read these books and tell you about whether I was right or wrong to judge, and how I'm liking the stories, whether I'm going to continue picking up the books, or if I'm going to drop them and look for something else new. So, join me here at Comic Community Notes. I appreciate everybody who tunes in and contributes a like or anything, comment. I'm a small channel, so all that stuff really helps. And again, I appreciate everybody who tunes in. I hope you enjoy the hobby of comics and get out to your local LCS and support them. And as always, have a great day.